It's big dog season, and you can't stay still because you want it. Mm-hmm. Talk that talk, George. You still scraping your plate because you're hungry. Mm-hmm. Talk that talk.
The Georgia State Patrol issues an apology after a Houston County man says he received a ticket he did not deserve. The video is making its way around social media, garnishing thousands of views. The driver is now speaking up about the incident. 41 NBC's Fiona King spoke with him and has more.
I felt unsafe from the police.
On Wednesday, Lawrence Dixon had a typical day, dropping his son off in the morning and working as an Uber driver. But his afternoon was suddenly interrupted by the sounds of police sirens.
I had a passenger with me. I was using my GPS to get to the location that I was going to. Never once had my phone in my hand.
Dixon was pulled over at Watson Boulevard and Houston Road in Houston County. Dixon mentioned his phone was on his phone mount during the entire ride. His dash cam also recorded all angles of his Uber ride. On Wednesday, there was heightened police presence due to the Thunder Task Force operation, where the Warner Robins Police Department and the Governor's Office of Highway Safety stopped drivers at undisclosed checkpoints. Most of their focus was on those speeding, driving under the influence, or not wearing seatbelts.
I just thought to myself, like, hey, I'm under compliance. You know, I have my license, I have my insurance, work hard for these things. I'm like, as long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, you know, I don't feel like I should be pulled over. And as soon as I said that or thought that, that's when I got pulled over.
His initial thoughts once he realized he was being pulled over.
It's unbelievable. Like, I knew he must be trying to stop somebody else other than me. We were at the red light, and we were the first to go. So I knew we weren't speeding. I knew I didn't commit any crimes, so it was unbelievable.
Dixon expressed various emotions about the incident, but mostly he says he felt unsafe.
As long as they have the operation going on, even though I know I'm in compliance, of course, I felt like that was going to be a reoccurring thing. They were pulling over multiple cars, one after another, and they lied.
He believes the Georgia State Patrol troopers should face disciplinary action.
Very aggressive, and you don't feel like you could really approach them or talk to them. You know, he shut down right away and didn't take time to listen.
Dixon says he received a phone call Wednesday night from the Georgia Department of Public Safety apologizing for the incident. The representative told Dixon he'd seen the video online and would be tossing out the tickets. I also reached out to the Georgia Department of Public Safety to confirm what had happened. They released a statement saying, "When a matter regarding one of our troopers is brought to our attention, we take it seriously." Mr. Dixon was contacted directly yesterday by Georgia State Patrol personnel. After further investigation into the incident, the charge against Mr. Dixon was dismissed. Dixon says he had prepared for a situation like this.
Protect yourself as much as possible. Always have license, have your insurance, have your documents together, and also have dash cam footage of what's going on, because you never know.
In Warner Robins, Fiona King, 41 NBC News.
Thunder Task Force runs until Sunday morning.
Central with Georgie and Mandy's first marriage.
A really wonderful Georgie Cooper. I am what you call a catch.
Then it's Ghosts. Years
so they watching people running the light too.
Next up, it's TV's #1 news service.
They walkie-talkies, letting the cop that's sitting over there know.
Yep. CBS Thursday. New episodes premiere tonight at 8/7 Central. Streaming on Paramount Plus. Pros trust the Home Depot for heavy-duty storage solutions for any job site or garage. Right now, get up to 25% off select online storage and organization. Import, water-resistant totes, and shelving built to hold up to 2,500 pounds. Storage systems have space for all your tools and protect them in the garage, on the job site, and everywhere in between.
Pull down there in establishment. Pull down there.
I mean, for what? For what? Like, what are you doing the speed limit? I ain't going nowhere. Tripping. Hey, it's tripping.
Turn right, then turn right.
Ahora 10 dólares por galón instantáneo a las ofertas en My Lowe's Rewards Week. Programa de lealtad sujeto a términos y condiciones. Detalles en Lowe's.com.
Turn right.
Sujeto a cambios.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective. A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent. So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide cleans better than the leading competitor.
How you doing?
And it doesn't leave
Trooper Deanna with the doorstep patrol. The reason for the stop. Notice when you came up to the red light, you had your phone in your hand. You got your license?
I didn't have my phone in my hand. I got a camera in my
Okay, you got
phone
your
there.
license. Did you see the guy standing out by the road?
I got a camera in the phone there.
Did you see the guy
I
standing
did
out by
not
the
have
road?
my phone in my hand.
Okay. All right, you still live at 66?
I do.
All right, hang tight.
I know I didn't. You lying.
Yeah, that's it.
Ready, set, save. Run a business and not thinking about podcasting?
Thank you.
Think again. More Americans listen to podcasts than ad-supported streaming music from Spotify and Pandora. And as the number one podcaster, iHeart's twice as large as the next two combined. So whatever your customers listen to, they'll hear your message. Plus, only iHeart can extend your message to audiences across broadcast radio. Think podcasting can help your business? Think iHeart. Streaming, radio, and podcasting. Let us show you at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Jim was at the laundromat when he heard his ear said, "Morocco, senor," but his nose said, "Hey, freshest scent ever." Following his nose, Jim found a man pouring green scent beads into the washer.
That's why you gotta have a camera. Cause they be lying.
Sir, your scent
Police be lying.
You talking to me? You have my phone.
I got a whole camera. It's documented. That's why I got one. For shit like that. Cause they be lying.
Detergent alone.
Vaporize your cold with NyQuil VapoCool. It's NyQuil plus a rush of Vicks vapors. Wow. NyQuil VapoCool, the vaporizing, nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, fever, best sleep with a cold medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children. You're listening to The Weekend. The Weekend. The long-awaited new album, Hurry Up, tomorrow is coming and about to shock the world. And iHeartRadio is celebrating with that exclusive takeover with The Weekend, playing his hits throughout the day. Come on. Tap in to listen right here on this iHeartRadio station.
All right, you are going to get a ticket. Any questions, call this number, paid on to that website. Sign here saying you
Bruh,
received a copy of the
I
citation, not
have
a
my phone in my yard tripping for real. Like, y'all tripping. What do I gotta do? Do I gotta sign this?
You can sign it.
Do I have to sign this?
Yes, sir. You have to go to the jail.
Tripping.
Actually, can you leave it together for me? Thank you, sir. Drive safe.
Video of a traffic stop in Warner Robins has taken over social media. Thousands of people already watched or shared the video of Lawrence Dixon. He posted on Thursday saying he feels officers wrongfully ticketed him. Megan Western spoke with him today. She joins us live from Warner Robins. And what can you tell us about that stop, Megan?
Good evening. Now, I spoke with Lawrence Dixon today, and he said he was driving Boulevard doing Uber. He said that he knew about the Thunder Task Force initiative that was happening throughout the county, but he wasn't too concerned about it. He said he was more concerned about his safety as an Uber driver following the death of Sammy Jackson earlier in the week. Now, he says the stop that happened along the street was unnerving. Ready to make some money, Lawrence Dixon opened the Uber app and started searching for passengers.
It was about 1:30, something like that, in the afternoon. Picked him up over on Watson.
Making it a few minutes into the ride.
Pull down there in establishments. Pull down there.
Sirens and lights flashed behind Dixon.
I was just looking like, this can't be for me. It just like we were first at that red light, so I knew I wasn't speeding.
Driving prepared, he says he wasn't worried.
Having my license, having my insurance, seatbelt on, having a phone mount.
But this wasn't enough. Dashcam video shows a state patrol trooper pulling Dixon over for allegedly holding his phone. Dixon denying it, trying to remain calm.
Like that flash before your life is over, you just sort of think about everything, and I'm thinking about every person that I've seen that goes through similar things that didn't end the right way.
The trooper then handed Dixon a citation, which he says he felt pressured to sign.
And I signed that, and I did not know what my options were.
So what happens if an officer stops you? Mercer law professor David Odell says during traffic stops, remain calm.
You just don't be argumentative. Just, you can ask to leave. You can ask for a lawyer. You can record everything.
The Houston County acting solicitor says generally any person ticketed at a traffic stop has to sign the citation, but it's not an admission of guilt. From there, you can pay the fine or show up to court where you can present relevant evidence.
Dash cam footage is great, and I actually encourage people to get dash cam.
And you have options for hands-free citations.
If it's your very first time, you can provide proof of a hands-free device purchase that happened after you got the citation and it's dropped.
Now, Dixon hopes this is a learning lesson.
It's a great learning experience for everybody, anybody that this could happen to. So I appreciate everybody just reacting.
The Georgia State Patrol did confirm with us that Dixon's ticket is dismissed. Now, we did ask them for further information on the trooper and just the overall stop, and they did not give us any more information. Live in Warner Robins, Megan Western, 13 WMAZ News.
Thank you, Megan. The Thunder Task Force operation is set to go through early Sunday.
It's February the 1st, 2025, and I'm outside. This is what I like about Atlanta. It's February 1st. It's beautiful outside. I'm sitting out here on my deck getting some sunlight. This is the part that I love about this house, is that I have these expansive decks that I can come outside and listen to the birds chirping, watch the deer and coyotes run through the backyard. It's beautiful. On February 1st, it's nice out here. I can come out here and suntan today if I wanted to. I could literally lay out here and get a tan by the sun. It's nice. It's warmer the sun is, of course. I think the temperature is probably about 49 degrees right now. That's what it says, but it feels a little bit warmer in the sun. Wow, to be black in America. DEI. Yeah, I've been racking my brain trying to find out why Donald Trump is so obsessed with DEI, because DEI is the new nigga, basically. DEI is the new nigga. That's just his way of, if y'all can't put pieces of the puzzle together, you stupid. DEI is the new nigga. Thank goodness this guy, this Uber driver, had cameras in his car to catch that officer lying. He had proof that he did not have his phone in his hand. He had a video. I need to get those videos and put it on all my cars. I've been meaning to do that because those videos can come in quite handy. And let me say something. That young man, the man driving that car, handled everything the correct way. He didn't really say much. He had his video proof that he did not have his phone in his hand. It was in his hand. It was attached right there. Video proof. No need to argue with that officer. Give him your driver's license. Don't argue with him. Sign the ticket. Get on down the road. Get it dismissed later, which the ticket ended up being dismissed because he had a video and he posted on the internet, and the video went viral and exploded, and the ticket was dismissed. The officer was lying. First off, the officer didn't see anything. The other officer with the walkie-talkie saw the phone, and from his distance, it might have looked like it was in his hand, but it wasn't. So he called the other officer, get that car there. They got the sting operation going on. Which, at the beginning of the video, he sees the guy, the officer with the walkie-talkie. He looks over at him. He says it was the officer with the walkie-talkie over there. So he saw him, but he didn't realize the officer saw him and thought he had the phone in his hand. So when the officer came up to give him the ticket, that officer was just the ticket writer. So he didn't see anything. He was lying. This could have really went bad, y'all. This could have been a bad situation. They're driving while black. DEI! It could have went bad. It could have been soft. But this man handled this very professional. I've been pulled over 1,000 times, y'all. I never get a ticket. You know why? I'm always courteous to my officers. They always let me go. I'm very courteous. I don't argue. I get my license. I'm very calm. I was caught going 100 miles per hour in South Georgia. I was in that Cadillac Escalade some time ago. I don't know how that truck got up to that damn 100 miles per hour that fast. And I said, officer, I had no idea I was going that fast. He looked at me, talked very briefly, he said, he let me go. I didn't smell like marijuana. Didn't have no weed in the damn car. Actually, I was on my way to I had on this suit. I was going to a funeral. And I got dressed, and I was going down, I forget where I was going. I was going to a friend of mine's funeral in Savannah. This was some time ago. This was maybe about 10 years ago, 2008, 2009. And I had got dressed, and I put that suit on and got dressed because I was running late. And I was driving. I got stopped in between Macon and Savannah. And he pulled me over briefly. He didn't even run my license. Well, he already ran the tag. So basically, he saw the car was registered to me. He saw the name. Nothing was going on. He just let me go. Just said, slow down, be careful. I told him I was going to a funeral. I said, I didn't realize I got that fast. And I think if you're courteous to these officers, they're just doing a job. I don't think this officer saw this man. I know for a fact this officer did not see that man. He was just a ticket writing officer. He was parked somewhere else, and the other officer sent him to go get that guy. And that guy was way across the street staring, trying to see, and the guy saw it. But this could have been soft, y'all. This could have been really bad. Keep your cool. Keep calm. Driving while black. Banking while black. Eating while black. Shitting while black. Damn, you can't even shit in peace in America. You can't. You can't. If you black, there's just face reality, honey. DI! Y'all voted for that ignorant son of a bitch. Why is Donald Trump so obsessed with everything DEI? Because he can't stand niggas. But he can't say that. This plane that fell out the sky, helicopter, black hop helicopter, crashed into an airplane. No niggas involved, but he DEI. Y'all president. That ignorant motherfucker. That shouldn't be the president of Snoopy's doghouse. But he in the White House. How make it make sense? Anyway, I'm going to enjoy this beautiful sun out here today. I got to get up here and go to this hospital. I'm going to try to get to this gym today. Life is a journey, y'all. And sometimes we also have to be responsible for our actions in our lives. And as I sit here and talk with Earl every day, I think Earl's kind of reflecting on a lot of stuff that he has done that put him in his hospital bed. I always go back to them doctors in the early 90s staying so hard on me about my high blood pressure when I wasn't sort of being compliant. You know, and what was happening was I had severe allergies back then before I learned about a neti pot. And I would be taking allergy medication and blood pressure medicine. And you're not supposed to take certain allergy medication because it would raise your blood pressure. So when I go into the doctor, my blood pressure would be high. They'd be like, what the fuck is going on here? Before we realized it was all this allergy medicine I was taking to try to keep the sinus problems I was having in the early 90s. And it was pushing my blood pressure up. I was taking the medicine, sort of. But I had to get more compliant. But them doctors really hammered that into me about that blood pressure. And I'm so glad that I was with one doctor for 25 years, and her nurses, and they were all, when I walked in there, they were just on my ass. And I realized I had to comply. I had to take this medicine. And we had to switch various different medications. I was on a bunch of different high blood pressure medications. Some of the medicines had side effects that were just unbearable. But I'm fine. I got a medicine that works. Losartan. HCTZ. Works fine. I have no issues. The sun is moving. I'm trying to stay in the sun. I'll stay in the sun, get my suntan. When I bought this house, this is the deck. I was going to put a bed out here. You know, you go to those resorts, they had those beds. I was going to put a bed out here so I can come out here and lay in bed and watch TV. I never did put that bed out here. I looked at it online. It was so expensive, so I didn't put that bed out there. But it was a bed, you know, with the little gazebo bed. And, you know, like you go to the resorts, they had those outdoor beds. Everybody's laying around the pool. Speaking of pool, I did get approved for the pool over here at this house. You know, this house, I have it up for sale, but this is bad out if I'm going to get in the office. So we got people looking. I ain't got time for this shit. I'm just going to put my pool in and keep it moving. I'm going to put my pool in the sun. I'm trying to stay in the sun. But that young man did the right thing. He signed the ticket. eventually, when he posted that video, the video went viral, and they reached out to him and they dismissed the ticket. It was ridiculous. That's too much sun, I can't see. It was ridiculous that he was ticketed for something he didn't do, but it happens every day in America. What do you all? It happens. That driving while black every day in America. This happens. Stay calm, stay cool, get them little dash cam videos. I need to get one for my cars. It's evidence that you're in the right and they're in the wrong. Don't lose your cool. Don't argue with them motherfuckers out there in the street. That's the wrong place. You handle that shit in the courtroom. He handled everything the correct way. He recorded it. He posted it on the internet. They later reached out to him and dismissed that ticket. That's, driving my black. Like I say, you can't even shit in peace in America if you're a black person. You can't. So anyway, I am about to go in here and cook me some breakfast. And, excuse me. I'm trying to get to the gym today. And then get up there and visit Earl. He's doing better. He's off dialysis. He's off the feeding tube. He's eating food. I took him a sandwich. He's still bedridden. He's still weak. So he's been out without food. So now we got. I'm giving him. I'm thinking by the end of this month he should be out of the hospital, or maybe the next week or two in rehab, and then out of the hospital and back home, and then dealing with the other issues. So it's a process. It's a journey ahead. It's a journey. It's gonna be a journey ahead. Sometimes you got to live with the consequences of your actions. Take care of your health. Take care of your health. You only got one body. If somebody's telling you to take care of your health, the doctors told him repeatedly stop all that damn drinking. He should have stopped it years ago, decades ago. They warned him. Didn't listen. But anyway, it's a beautiful Saturday. It's February the 1st, the year is 2025, and we're going to this house to get me something to eat and then get out of here. You all have a beautiful Saturday. Look forward to reading you all's comments. And I'm out, and enjoy this beautiful day. Get you some, I don't know if you get you some sunlight, get you some vitamin D like I'm doing right now. And I'm out of here, y'all, and I'll speak to you later.